Good morning, children. Can you guess which chapter is this? Short Monsoon Diary. What's that picture of a diary? Okay, so first about June 24th. The first day of monsoon, mist. And it's strange how all the birds fall silent as the mist comes climbing up the hill. Mist is not exactly fog, but something like this which covers up everything. You are not able to see anything. Okay, perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Melancholy means very, very sad. Not only does it conceal means hide. That means what does the mist do? It hides the hills. It is as if you are not able to see the hills at all. It blankets them. Blankets them means it covers them. In silence too, everything seems to be so silent. Only an hour ago, the trees were ringing with bird song because birds keep jumping, chirping, singing. Okay, so that is the reason it was ringing, and now the forest is deathly still. No movement in the forest. Birds are not singing, leaves are not moving, not shaking, and one feels as if it is midnight. Because midnight, what happens? Everything seems to be very, very silent. No sound is heard at all. The same is the condition, the same is the scenario here. Through the mist, Biju is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. So, this is the description that the author gives about June 24th in his diary. Now, we will move on to June 25th. So, now this is about June 25th. First, it was about June 24th. Now, it is about June 25th. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid. Sometimes we feel if it rains, it will become very pleasant. Sometimes it does become pleasant, but if it doesn't rain as much as as it is supposed to, it becomes sort of very humid. You feel hot, you feel uncomfortable, and not that cold high altitude stuff we have been having all year. The plants seem to know it too, and the first cobra lily is the name of a flower, rears its head from the ferns. So it peeps out from among the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. So this is what the author sees when he's walking towards the bank and the post office. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and all I could say was a paradise that might have been. Okay, so now June 27th. The rains have heralded the arrival of some seasonal visitors. Because of the rains, what can you see? Who has come? Seasonal visitors. The different types of animals, birds are seen. A leopard and several thousand leeches. Leech is, it sucks human blood. Yesterday afternoon, the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school. No, it must have lifted that so that it can kill and it can eat. So why do leopards do that naughty thing? So that it can kill the animal and it can eat it. It must be hungry. In the evening, it attacked one of Biju's cows, but fled at the approach of Biju's mother. Biju's mother started shouting, so it was scared and it ran away from there. Fled means it ran away from there. Who came screaming imprecations, all curses. She started cursing that leopard. As for the leeches, I shall soon get used to a little bloodletting every day because it sucks human blood. See, children, look at the beautiful scene there. What can you see there in the picture? Beautiful, lovely, very, very colorful birds. Can you see that? Yes, that is a picture you get to see at the time of monsoon, at the time of rains. Other new arrivals are the scarlet minivets. Now, Who are the others who have come? Different types of beautiful colored birds. Just now I showed you in the picture there. I showed you the picture of the lovely birds. So scarlet minivet is a bird. Okay. The females are yellow, flitting silently among the leaves like brilliant jewels, just shining, no matter how leafy the trees. The trees are full of leaves, but doesn't matter. These brightly colored birds cannot conceal themselves. Their color is so dark, so bright that they cannot hide themselves because of their bright color. Yes, children. So, although by remaining absolutely silent, they sometimes contrive to go unnoticed. Now, sometimes it may so happen we may not even notice them because they do not make any sound as such. Along came a pair of drongos. Drongos also is the name of a particular type of bird, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the minivets away. So, what were the drongos doing? They were trying to chase away the birds. A tree creeper moves rapidly up the trunk of the oak tree. Oak tree is a type of tree, snapping up all insects, eating all insects that come all the way. Now that the rains are here, there is no dearth of food. Dearth of food means shortage of food. Dearth means shortage for the insectivorous birds. Insectivorous birds, birds who feed on insects, are called insectivorous birds. Children, I have an interesting video for you. Please watch and enjoy.
Short Monsoon Diary, June the 24th. The first day of monsoon mist. And it's strange how all the birds fall silent as the mist comes climbing up the hill. Perhaps that's what makes the mist so melancholy. Not only does it conceal the hills, it blankets them in silence too. Only an hour ago, the trees were ringing with birdsong, and now the forest is deathly still, as though it were midnight. Through the mist, Biju is calling to his sister. I can hear him running about on the hillside, but I cannot see him. June the 25th. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid, and not that cold high altitude stuff we've been having all year. The plants seem to know it too, and the first cobra lily rears its head from the ferns as I walk up to the bank and post office. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and all I could say was, a paradise that might have been. June the 27th. The rains have heralded the arrival of some seasonal visitors, a leopard and several thousand leeches. Yesterday afternoon, the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school. In the evening, it attacked one of Biju's cows, but fled at the approach of Biju's mother, who came screaming imprecations. As for the leeches, I shall soon get used to a little bloodletting every day. Other new arrivals are the scarlet minivets. The females are yellow, flitting silently among the leaves like brilliant jewels. No matter how leafy the trees, these brightly colored birds cannot conceal themselves, although by remaining absolutely silent, they sometimes contrive to go unnoticed. Along come a pair of drongos, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the minivets away. A tree creeper moves rapidly up the trunk of the oak tree, snapping up insects all the way. Now that the rains are here, There is no dearth of food for the insectivorous birds.